So I have these cabinets here, and I am going to refurbish them, and I'll probably paint the fascia and redo the doors with pallet wood. That will be upcoming, but today I'm basically going to glue up and re-nail these things so they are together, and I'll have to paint the entire inside, probably white, because if you look at the top of this one, I have no idea why those marks are up there or what they're from, but it's definitely dirty and it needs to be painted, probably with a kilts or something like that. Now I have one here. They're a little bit different lengths or widths and heights. This is a corner cabinet that I'll use, and then I have 1, 2, 3 more, so I'm going to fix those today. So now what we're going to do is we have calculated the height and the width of the upper cabinets, and also the height and the width of the lower frames. There's tons of these frames. We're reusing the frames, but we're making new doors and new drawer pulls. This goes under the sink, so this will not be a pull. This will be solid. But I'm going to use pallet wood, so that should be interesting. So what we're going to do now, Virginia's going to add these numbers up as I give them to her. 30.25 plus 36.25 plus 29.75 plus 30.25 plus 24.25. And that equals
151.75.
151 and 75 3/4 inches. So now we're going to divide that by 12.
Whoa.
We got 12, over 12 feet of upper cabinets. I think that might be too long, but maybe not.
12 feet.
So
right.
we'll think about that. Now we're going to add.
They're all at that height. So you want to do the width?
So 24 and 0.25 times 2. Plus 12, let's say 0.25, plus 36.25.
97.
That's 97 inches. Now divide that by 12.
8 feet.
8 feet. So we've got 8 feet in frames for the bottom. So we'll have to do something. We don't necessarily have to have...
Well, no, because you got the
that wall.
refrigerator.
Oh, you're going to put that on the same wall?
Well, we may have a cabinet above the refrigerator. Do you see what I'm saying?
Right, and one of these was a cabinet above the refrigerator.
Right. So that
So
you take
flip
that
this
away.
over, because I think it would be this cabinet, because it's short. It was only 12 inches. So take away, at what was it, 36.25 from that. Well, let's figure.
Okay, so
Take-
the bottom top
subtract
cabinets, these are the
36.
uppers.
Subtract 36 from 151.75 minus 36.25.
115 divided by 12, 9.
9.5. Okay, that's
So 9
doable.
and a half, so about a foot and a half longer on the uppers. But you also could do a dishwasher, because that's what, 9 inches. You're not going to have enough to do a dishwasher on the bottom.
So this is the basic. This is the basic layout we're talking about. And then there's this addition over here. Well, this was a room too. Anyway, focus on this. This is where we want to have the kitchen. So it's about 12, and there's a post here, post here, a post here, post here. It's 12 and a half feet between these two. So if we put these upper cabinets up here, and we add the refrigerator here, this short little guy right here can go above the refrigerator. And then we'll have, what did you say it was? 8 feet left?
Yeah.
No, that's for the bottom. I don't know, you didn't write that down. I think she said 9.6 feet between here and here for upper cabinets. Okay, it's a little bit of juggling, but we'll figure it out, and we will keep you posted as we create it. In the meantime, we fixed all of these cabinets. But this is different. This is meant to look that way. This is not. I still want to router out those edges. Let me do that now. So then when you sand it, what are you doing? So I chamfered these edges all the way around, sanded it, and put an early American stain on it to really make it more rich and not look like honey oak. And I got all of these ready. I'll go and stain the fascia on the cabinets and the outside parts that will show, and then we'll paint the inside, I don't know, gray maybe. So I had some of this Mylar, or I don't know what that stuff's called. It's real thin. It's perfect for back here because it's flush. Anyway, I cut them all to size and replaced these backs. And the original backs had a bunch of holes in them. And those holes were poorly done for the water and drain. So that had to go. So I replaced them all. The thing is, they have that color in the back, or that pattern in the back. I don't have a problem with that. So they all have that, all three of those 30-inch wide cabinets. So I have this 4-drawer, 12-inch wide that I stained with the early American right there. I stained the 30-inch here. Stained that face board with the 30-inch, and I stained that one. So I now have an early American stain, which is rich and medium value. I think it'll go with just about anything. I also chamfered the outside edges of all of these drawers and stained those also. Now, as for the cabinet positioning, there'll be a cabinet over here is 30 inches, and then a cabinet, and it's about, actually I should measure that because I think it's about 29 inches, so it's got to fit. So we'll see about that. Then there's another one here. Wait a minute. This one's above the sink, yeah, so it's more narrow. 18 inches, I think. And then there's another one here that's taller. And then I'm going to put a corner cabinet in here. And nothing above the stove, which will be right here. So what I had to do, I might have explained it earlier, but I'm going to show you. I made these top boards more narrow this way. So my distance between here and the top was about 30.5 inches. Now my cabinets are 30 inches, so they will fit on here and against this wall without any problems. I left this down here. Here is where the top of the bottom cabinet will go, but I wanted to have something more to secure the backsplash too. So that's what I did yesterday. I also moved this from here over because the cabinets will fit perfectly and I won't have this big space here. So I I moved this over. Now the cabinet will butt up against this and sit on this and fit in there just perfectly. Because from here to here is 30 inches. From there to there is for the upper cabinet, and then from there to there is another cabinet. Both of these cabinets are 30 inches, so from here to here they'll fit. So I'll have 2 tall cabinets at the end and then 1 small one up here. And then I'm gonna try and do a corner cabinet here. Part of the cabinets are set in place, not screwed down yet, but set in place. We will do a kick plate along the bottom and then secure everything, cut everything to place, to shape. And the tops are done. We just got to put these doors in, but it's looking good. So there is the kitchen. I think it looks great. I love the stain. It's an early American stain by Minwax. I think it goes quite well with the black and white Formica top. And because there wasn't a ton of counter space, I bought this dresser and took it apart what I could take apart, put an early American stain on it. I believe the wood underneath is maple. It's very hard, but I stained it, sanded it and stained it, and then put the pallet wood on and put the countertop on, and that's more counter space. Also finished the mirror out with pallet wood so it all matches. I'm pretty much done with the kitchen. I was gonna make an island out of it, but I thought, no, right in the center of the room, it'll break it up too much visually. And when you move through it, I didn't think it would work that well, so that's what I did.